Hi, my foodie friends. It's me, your friendly neighborhood kid witch, Tara, and welcome to another episode of Recipes for the Cooking Impaired. Yes, Cooking Impaired. And as you can tell, we're in a different part of the world, or rather, our recipes are from a different part of the world. I am still in my kitchen. Yes. So the one we're going to do now, as you saw from the intro, we're doing Russian recipes. So I would like to say hello to all my foodie friends in Russian. Привет. Yes, привет. How you say hello in Russian. And how you eat breakfast in Russian. Blinis. Possibly not only blinis, but we did blinis. So we got 1/3 cup dark rye flour. Now, if you don't have dark rye flour, this can be substituted for buckwheat, and it'll still have a similar traditional flavoring. 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 a teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 cup milk, 2 tablespoons of milk, and yes, they are together. You are going to add the 2 tablespoons to the 3/4 cup, 1 large egg, 1 tablespoon of melted unsalted butter. And yes, I know right under that is also salted butter. There's a reason. The melted butter is going in to be stirred in the mix. The 1 tablespoon of salted butter goes in the pan to melt. These are kind of in a way like crepes. You want them to be thin. I will say ahead that sometimes that's hard, but the plan is to try and get them nice and thin. The hotter the pan and bubbly it is, the better. And you're just going to have it on one side for a few minutes and flip. We'll go over that when we do the bake. But just know, this is a very challenging bake only because getting the blinis as thin as you want them or need them to be is hard. That being said, it is still delicious if they are a tad bit thicker. So instead of yay thin, if they're more like that, it still works. It still is delicious. Now with this, we're going to have it topped with the traditional or semi-traditional Russian topping. So in Russia with blinis, oftentimes, not always, but often, they would put caviar over it. It has melted butter, and sometimes also fruit compote. Is that how you say it? Compote, probably compo, on top. I could not find compote, and I wasn't going to put the time in to make it right this minute. So I got a fruit preserve to put over top, a fruit spread, and it's going to taste wonderful. I'm pretty sure. We're going to see how wonderful, because I've never actually eaten this. So this will be a fun experiment. Now, before we start, though, Metric fans, I know you were probably wondering if I forgot you. I didn't. So here we go. Doo-ba-doo, shoo-ba-doo. Shibba-doo boop boop ba ba dee ba dee boo shibba-doo ding ding doo ba doo boo doo doo. You're done. Now I apologize ahead of time. I was not able to think of a Russian sounding song for the Metric fans section. So I apologize. Complain in comments if you wish. I will be happy to listen to it. That being said, I do want to give a shout out. There was a comment requesting pork crackling, I believe it was, from the England region. We're doing Russian right now, but when we get to the England section, I will definitely add that in for a recipe, and we'll do it all together. So thanks for leaving a comment. Until then, let's go make our blinis. Let's go in the kitchen. Let's go. Okay, foodie friends, we're ready to get started with our blinis. So first we're going to Alright, so we have melted the butter on